Nestled in the mountains in British Columbia, Canada, sits a structure unlike any other. A structure built to withstand a bomb's blast, with 2-foot-thick walls, bulletproof glass, deep in the remote wilderness. One may expect a structure like this to be a top-secret military installation or a defensive bunker, but the reality is that this facility isn't any of those. In fact, the structure was built privately as a home for a man named Vernon Pick. To fully understand why someone would construct a bomb-proof mid-century mansion high up in the mountains of Canada, we have to take a look back to the 1950s, when Pick made a discovery that would change his life. At age 48, after a fire destroyed his workshop in Wisconsin, Pick and his wife moved out west. He spent the better part of a year prospecting in the canyons of Utah, hunting for a precious resource known as uranium. Down to his last $300, Pick took one last prospecting trip and discovered one of the richest deposits of uranium ore on the Colorado Plateau, better known as the Delta Mine. He ended up selling the mine to the Atlas Corporation for $9 million and also received $500,000 in Atlas Corporation stock and a seaplane to sweeten the deal. With the funds, and after getting caught up in the Cold War paranoia, Pick began construction on a secret long-term survival retreat coined Walden North. The mid-century home featured blast-proof walls and bulletproof glass. The home lacked a driveway and was only accessible by foot via a rail lift system that transported people up to the house. After Pick's death in 1986, the property ultimately fell into disrepair and now sits abandoned. The story of Vernon Pick's uranium legacy spread throughout the years, and his name was even brought up in a song featured in the popular Fallout video game series. In today's exploration, we're taking you up to the Pick Mansion to see what remains of this once impenetrable Doomsday shelter.
So we're walking in the woods of Canada right now. We're very far up north, and apparently there's an abandoned mid-century mansion up here in the mountains. Driving up here, we saw a ton of beautiful views, but also signs that say there are bears in the woods. So we're kind of keeping our eyes peeled, making the trek up. We're gonna see what we can find.
What is all that metal?
Wait, what is it?
There's metal here.
Oh wow, wait.
Like cans.
Is this like a dump? Like a bottle dump of some sort?
Very old one.
Or a mine?
It could have been where the miners hung out.
Look, they're all like food cans.
Wow, these are really old. Check this out, guys. Yeah. It's actually pretty treacherous down on the ground here, the rocks.
You hear a waterfall.
Yeah, we should find that, honestly. That would be so cool.
Far back up to explore this place. Apparently this place was...
So we hear a waterfall in the distance. It sounds really cool. It's echoing up the canyon. I do want to try and find that if we can. Doesn't sound like it's too far away. Whoa. Holy cow.
Slippery.
It is. Very.
We need hiking sticks.
Holy crap.
Ew, I don't want to get muddy.
I'm muddy now.
Guys, you're gonna film an intro for me? Oh my god.
Sure. Yeah, this path, you can't really tell on camera, but it's very steep. And there's rocks on dirt, so it's extremely slippery too.
Yeah, how the fuck are we getting down that?
We're gonna have to slide on our asses. Nice. All right, I'm not going down that. That's way too steep. I do not want to risk it. Ah, sick. We're coming up on an interesting structure on this road. It says Unit 1 and Unit 2. And then there's a gate here. Definitely getting close. So apparently this was a Doomsday prepper's house. Look at this high security gate. This is really cool. It's got lights above it. You'd come here, you'd probably talk to the security guard or whoever. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, here it is, the driveway. It's really a long and windy path up these mountains.
I heard it was built by a Doomsday guy. He worked in the mines for some period of time. And he was just paranoid about like the world ending and everything like that. So we made a home just in the middle of nowhere up a long driveway in the mountains so we could stay protected.
Dang, that's wild. Yeah, this is a good spot for it. Super secluded. I'm shooting with the GoPro right now, but I'm gonna switch to the Sony once we get down there. Got you. So this guy had a tram, or I don't know what you'd call this, but a huge cart that got supplies and people all the way up to the house. That is so bizarre. I mean, this guy must have had a ton of money to put into this property. As you can see here, there's an old phone. Yikes. It's icy too. Whew. Just took a little bit to catch our breath, but we're here. This is an incredible mid-century home. And just those views. Holy cow. We're from the flat plains of the US. I mean, we do not see this. So, this is so cool. He had his house situated right on a massive river, huge valley with mountains that are probably thousands of feet tall. Over 1,000 feet, definitely. That one, oh, I don't even know. 2,000? This is the balcony of the home, right next to the top of the rail cart. Oh, this is like a 1970s phone book. Haven't even went inside and we already found something. That's old. It's frozen to the ground. Oh. Yikes. Just so many mid-century aspects that I'm already seeing. Like, look at these black acrylic lights on the ceiling. And then we have the triangular lamp at the top. It's really amazing. I mean, that peak has to be a couple thousand feet tall. Incredible. What'd you say?
I said, I'm too short for this.
Well, you made it.
I did. I'm out of breath.
Me
And
too.
I'm sweating even though it's cold out here. That was a lot of work.
That was a lot of work. It had nothing compared to Ghost Town in the Sky, but
No,
similar.
that was still harder because that was like straight up. No
Yeah.
like roads or steps or anything.
yeah. I mean, it's a vast property. I'm not too sure how far the property extends into the mountains, but just real quick before we take a look at the house, I want to show you the views we're working with. This is a remarkable property. Extremely remote. There's a couple little paths like this around the home. I mean, it looks like a desktop background, you know? And this peak up here, I'll go out to the end. Check that out. You can barely see the top. So this is down below. This is all of the controls for the cart system that brought everybody up to the top. Have a huge motor here and a cable spool. And this pulled the cart up to the house. That's pretty cool. I don't know how you would access these, but yeah, I mean, look at that. Cable goes out the top and then out that way. So we just made it inside, and you can already tell all the mid-century aspects of this home are still in place. Cinder block construction, it looks like. Every room has a couple closets too. Whoa. Ajax. Wow, that's a cool shower curtain. Never seen one like that. Oh, here, look. This is like a 70s cassette car stereo. Probably from a magazine. So being that the guy was a Doomsday prepper, this cinder block construction makes a lot of sense. He wanted his house to be as strong as it could be. Another bathroom. Pretty nice tiling. What's that? Skylight. Esme's already found one in the bedrooms.
Oh man, I love this shower curtain.
Wow.
That's really cool.
But it's such classic, like, mid-century colors. The orange and browns. It's almost like every room in this place had a bathroom. Wow, this has its own yellow theme. Another fun shower curtain. It's like a fishing net. And you got the matching yellow toilet. And the yellow sink. Very fun. You guys see nowadays that all decor is like gray and muted colors. White, black, taupe. Not to say that nowadays it doesn't work, but I mean, back in the day, they really had fun with all the colors and design choices. And a lot of them back then influenced the things you see nowadays, especially being the geometric architecture that this house has. We have some really tall vaulted ceilings, and what look to be acrylic chandeliers on the ceiling. Whoa. Here's the foyer. I believe this is the front door. Some boots. Ooh. An MCM house is not complete without, of course, a fireplace. These sconces on the ceiling are very cool too. They're gold, probably lit it up pretty great. That looks 80s to me, 80s or 90s. Vintage Converse. Does anybody remember these? Let me know in the comments if you had any of these. What else they got? Oh, Reebok, the black tops. You know what's crazy? I actually bought some of these on eBay. I had the Reebok pump black tops. They weren't these exact style, but they were very similar. And then you got the Nike. This stuff is probably so expensive. If anybody has stuff like this sitting in the back of their closet, I would look it up. Brooks. Not familiar with Brooks. Ooh, Batman. We got some Batman clothing. Very cool. Very cool. Some people were asking me in the comments how they can support the channel. Other than liking, subscribing, and sharing, I do have merch that I just dropped. All these designed by me. Very simple design on this one. We got a couple more down on the website, so check them out. This is the extent of my graphic design degree in college, so help me make it worth it if you guys could. And you can support the channel at the same time. Thanks. I'll bet there was a pretty wicked sound system in here too, back in the day. Got all the equipment for it. Oh, wow. Oh. I have a buddy of mine that repairs these. And I know Sansui is one of the brands that he talks about. beautiful built-in wall cabinet. And this takes us into the kitchen. Green appliances. Green countertop and a green dishwasher. Green oven as well. Jeez, what on earth? This isn't a microwave, is it? This looks like its own mini oven. Yeah, like a like you put your taquitos and stuff in there. That's massive. There isn't too much left. Oh, here's the office. That's a library. And look up there, it's all the shelves are lit. Lots of reading material in here. Unique homes. That's funny. The Canadian Cultural Revolution. Ooh. Can't imagine what vehicles this guy had. A crazy fact about this place is that there is not a road up to the home itself. The property does, I believe, used to have garages, but they weren't attached to the house. The only way to get up to this house was that either the stairs or that weird like cart that went up the side of the mountain on rails. So if they drove something, it would not be in this house. What do you think so far?
I think this is probably a really cool place at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know really how long it's been abandoned, but it is still pretty cool. Like, you don't come across a mid-century house like this that belonged to a Doomsday prepper.
Yeah.
And it's in the most beautiful scenic area literally ever.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is crazy.
It's such a unique story. Like, you don't hear about it that often. Like, Doomsday Prepper House? I don't think I've ever even been to one.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, like, obviously has a love for photography and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know what was going on in this guy's mind and why did he abandon it? Like,
yeah, it's very
what happened?
strange. Yeah, whatever it is, I mean, it's such a tough sell. I mean, if they are trying to sell this place, because there's no other way up to it except the rail system. And like, who's gonna want to like move here and they're not even gonna be able to have their car? Like,
yeah,
it's very
I don't
weird.
see anyone ever purchasing this place. This place is just gonna probably continue to sit here and rot away.
Yep.
Like, we're in such a remote area. There's no one around. Like, I don't know. It's crazy to be out here like this. It's really cool, but I don't think I could personally ever do that.
There's a beautiful, I'm gonna guess it's a Danish mid-century desk, judging from the drawer pulls. Sad to see it sitting here. Beautiful piece of furniture. Quite a few computer books. Microsoft Windows, top of the line word processors. Whoa, dang, so that was high tech back then. Wow. Very cool. Moving on to the next room. We have a couch and a couple chairs. Ooh, and $1 million. Not really. Just a piece of paper. Used to be a bed. I don't know if this is a bedroom or kind of like a living room. It looks like a bedroom based on a bathroom here. Ooh, black tiling. Pretty sweet. Some Colgate and some Gillette. Really nice tiling everywhere. Fortunately, some of the wall tiling is decayed off. Oh, look at that. The soap is still in there, along with some other questionable material. We're going down to the basement now. Oh my gosh, there's a huge freezer. So obviously where they did their laundry. Esme's over behind that cabinet making noise. Don't think it's a ghost. Oh wow, there's a whole like kitchenette. Super tiny kitchen, complete with a fridge. Of course, we have to open it. A+ for vintage fridge, but I give it an F because there's nothing in it. Boo. Oh, it smells though really bad. Oh, another living area. There really isn't too much down here, but I want to share this video because it's such a historical house, and just the whole story is so interesting to me. The fact that this guy built this up here in case the world ended. Here's a doomsday prepper. It's a fortified house, and it's far away from everybody else. He picked a great location. Well guys, I think that's gonna wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of this abandoned and historic home. If you want to support the channel once again, pick up some merch right down below in the description, you'll see it. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, consider subscribing if you want to see more, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.